Welcome back. If this is your first time here on this channel and you experience any kind of issues with playback, please check out the link in the description to my mirrored account on BitChute.com, redpill_McKenzie. Now, in today's video, we're picking up where we left off. We're now in week 2 of February 2019 with the high-level resignations. Talking CEOs, CFOs, COOs, heads of state, police chiefs, you name it. Every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, except for when I skip a Monday, Wednesday, or Friday. That's why you're getting 2 today. But anyway, that's right, week 3 of February 2019 coming up right after this upload. But where do I get the names from, right? I get them from a site called resignation.info, maintained by Resignation Anon. And despite the meme I just showed you, there are actually a lot of good people on this list. Not everyone on this list is a bad person. There's been a ton, but please keep in mind that not everyone's going to be indicted. Go ahead, check out the link to the indictments if that's something you haven't seen already. There's also a little feature where you can report resignations. Anything not on the list since September 2017, go ahead, put the link to that news article in there, submit it. Once it's been verified, it'll be added to the list. And get this, chances are, if it's new and it's notable, you're going to hear about it on the next resignation show. Every other Sunday at 1 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. German time, with the next show being on May 12th, and it's hosted on a channel called In Real Life News. I'll put the link to their channel in the description, or while you're rummaging around on the resignation site, you can check it out right there, and boom, link up with In Real Life News, or catch up with any of the episodes of the Resignation Show you may have missed along the way. But now that that's been taken care of, let's get to the names. We have the CEO and president of Benchmark Electronics in the U.S., Paul J. Tufano, retired. We have the CEO to Evansville Goodwill in Indiana, Walter G. Koch II. He retired and was replaced by Connie Ralph. We have the CEO and president to St. Luke's Hospital, Duluth in Minnesota, John Strange. He retired. We have these 2 board members to Regions Financial Corporation in the U.S. Both of them retired. Pause if you need to read their names. We have the VP to Murphy Oil Corporation in the U.S., Eugene T. Coleman, retired. We have the CEO to CIA Energética de Minas Gerais in Brazil, Bernardo L. Varenga. We have the CEO to FPT Corporation in Vietnam, Bui Quang Ngoc. We have the CEO and president and chairman, all 3 of those for just one person, to Oppenheimer Funds in the U.S., Arthur Steinmetz. We have the CEO and president to Oterra Capital in Canada, Alfonso Graceffa. He resigned during an investigation, and he's also known to have done business with alleged members of the mafia. We have the CEO to Redbox Mobile in the UK, Rory Moody. He resigned and was replaced by James Salins. We have the chairman to Kion Group AG in Germany, John Feldman. We have the CEO to Greater Mankato Growth in Minnesota, Jonathan Ziert. We have the chairman to Gorey District in Ireland, John Hegarty. His term ended. We have the speaker to the National Assembly in the Ivory Coast, Guillaume Soro. He resigned, fueling speculation he may run in the next year's presidential elections. We have the president to Lindenwood University in Belleville in the U.S., Michael Schonrock. He was fired less than a month after he left the college after being placed on administrative leave. We have the chairman to De Montfort University in the UK, Ian Blatchford. We have the director to Maine Lobster Marketing Collaborative in the U.S., Matt Jacobson. We have a CEO and director to Rallis India Limited in India, R. Mukundan. He resigned and was replaced by Sanjeev Lal. We have the CEO to Health Point Family Care in Kentucky, Chris Goddard, retired. We have the CEO and president to Cleveland and Bradley Chamber of Commerce in Tennessee, Gary Farlow, retired. We have the CEO and president to Greater Worcester Community Foundation, Inc. in Massachusetts, Ann T. Lisi, retired. We have the CEO to Jamestown Area YMCA in New York, Mark Eckendorf, retired. We have the VP to Red Deer College in Canada, Michael Don Levy, retired. We have the president to Munson Medical Center in Michigan, Al P. Long. We have a board member to Sonoro Metals Corporation in Canada, Ronald Husband. He resigned and was replaced by Neil Maydell. We have the CEO to Brown's Hotel in the UK, Reuven Elks. We have the CEO and president to Central Garden and Pet Company in the US, George Roth, retired. We have the head of Western Europe to Willis Towers Watson in the UK, Paul Morris. He retired and was replaced by Ann Pullum. We have the CEO to Johnston and Murphy in the US, John Kaplan, retired. We have an administrator to Louisiana Tax Commission in the U.S., Charles Abels III. In the wake of his arrest the prior month on accusations that he collected to pay for hundreds of hours, he actually spent playing golf, shopping, receiving spa treatments, and engaging in similar personal activities. It forced his resignation. We have the Vice Chancellor to De Montfort University in the UK, Dominic Shellard. He resigned following the launch of an investigation by regulators, a decision that has raised fresh questions about higher education governance standards in the UK. We have the President to New Britain Chamber of Commerce in Connecticut, Timothy Stewart. We have VP to Sinopec Engineering Group Co. Limited in China, Xiao Gang. We have the Chief to East Providence Police Department in Rhode Island, Christopher Perella, retired. We have the CEO to Valley View Hospital in Colorado, Gary Brewer, retired. We have the CEO to Unity Point Health in the U.S., Debbie Simon, retired. We have the CEO to C.H. Robinson in the U.S., John Wyhoff. He remains the chairman, but his CEO position was replaced by Bob Biesterfeld. We have the CEO and president to Edgewell Personal Care in the U.S., David Hatfield. He retired and was replaced by Rod Little. We have the CEO and president to Recreational Equipment Inc. in the U.S., Jerry Stritsky. We have the CEO and president to United Distribution Group Inc. in the U.S., Daryl H. Cole, retired. We have the deputy chairman to Canada Carbon Inc. in Canada, Michael McDonald. We have these two board members to Welltower Inc. in the U.S. Pause if you need to read their names. Both of their terms ended. We also have these three board members. That one name that's cut off right there is Tony Stockdale to De Montfort University in the UK. We have the CEO to Buffalo Coal Corp in South Africa, Rowan Carstel. We have the CFO to CBB Bancorp Inc. in the U.S., Duncan Smith, J. Duncan Smith. We have the CEO to Dewan Housing Finance Corporation in India, Harshil Mehta. We have the CEO to Go Air in India, Cornelis V. We have the CEO to Australian Film, Television and Radio School in Australia, Neil Peplow. We have the CEO to Experience Company in Australia, Anthony Ritter. He will step into an executive director role when a new CEO is appointed, so he'll be staying with the company. We have a lawyer. In Japan, Motinaro Otshuru. He was leading the defense of Nissan and Renault ex-chairman's Carlos Ghosn, which I believe was another listed regulation a few episodes or so back. We have the chairman to T. Rowe Price Group Inc. in the U.S., Brian Rogers, retired. We have the CEO to Cadent Gas in the U.K., Chris Train, retired. We have the CEO to PKA in Denmark, Peter Damgaard Jensen, retired. We have the CEO and president, and we have the COO and VP to the Chamber of Commerce in Southern New Jersey in the U.S. Both of them retired. We have the CFO to MasterCard Inc. in the U.S., Martina Hund Mijan. She retired and was replaced by Sachin Mehra. We have the CEO to Momentum Corporate in the U.S., Thinis Alsworth Elvey. We have the CEO to Temenos Group AG in Switzerland, David Arnault. He resigned and was replaced by Max Chard. We have the CEO to SSL Endeavour in the UK, Roger Spicer. We have the head to the Federal Emergency and Management Agency, also known as FEMA in the US, Brock Long. We have the CEO and we have the CFO to Bayfront Health, St. Petersburg in Florida. Pause if we need to read those names. We have the CEO and chairman to Alliant Energy in the US, Patricia L. Campling. She retires, replaced by John O. Larson. We have the CFO to Prosperity Bankshares Inc. in the U.S., David Holloway, retired. We have the CEO and president and chairman to Christie Digital Systems U.S. and Inc. in the U.S., Jack Klein, retired. We have the Justice Minister and Attorney General to the Canadian government, Canada of course, Jody Wilson-Raybould. We have a councilman to Seattle City Council in Washington, Mike O'Brien. His term ended. We have the CEO to Restaurant Group PLC in the UK, Andy McHugh. We have the chairman to Elenix Biotechnologies AG in Germany, Jürgen Coleman. We have a director to South Florida Water Management District in the U.S., Ernie Marks. We have the CEO and president to U.S. Grains Council in the U.S., Tom Slight. We have the CEO and president to Crotched Mountain Foundation in the U.S., Michael Coughlin, retired. We have the CEO to Preston Kelly in the U.S., Chuck Kelly, retired. We have the CEO and president to Choice Properties REIT in Canada, Stephen Johnson, retired. We have the CEO and President to Chamber RVA in the U.S., Kim Sheeler, retired. We have the CEO to United Way of King County in Washington, John Fine, retired. We have the VP to NetApp Inc. in the U.S., Dave Hitz, retired. We have the CFO to SurveyMonkey in the U.S., Tim Maley, retired. We have the CEO to Kinetic Worldwide in the U.S., Stuart Taylor. We have the CEO to Manor Estates Housing Association Limited in the U.K., Graham Russell. We have the CEO to Friends of Youth in the U.S., Terry Popmeyer. She resigns, replaced by Paul Wally. We have the CEO to Russell Family Foundation in the U.S., Richard Wu. We have the CEO and President to Cortex Innovation Community in the U.S., Dennis Lower. We have the CEO and President to Overseas Private Investment Corp in the U.S., Ray W. Washburn. He resigned and was replaced by David Bohegian. We have the Chairman to NN Group NV in the Netherlands, John Holsborough. We have the COO and President to FedEx Corporation in the U.S., David Bronksiek, retired. And we have the Chief Human Resources Officer to Encompass Health Corp in the U.S., Cheryl Levy, retired. Don't forget, every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, except for when I forget one, but it's not like I pushed the calendar back. You get 2 today, so 1 coming up right after this, not too long from now. And as always, don't forget to hook up with In Real Life News. Catch the next Resignation show May 12th. And as always, if you like my content, go ahead. Please share, because sharing is caring. And if you haven't already yet, go ahead, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications, because all we can do is hope that YouTube has no choice of what kind of content of mine that you get to see. I hope you enjoyed it. I love you all. God bless you all. This is Red Pill McKenzie.